we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Escapes the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Indy. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Back to throw again. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Quiddy Pay able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They go play action now. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. There he goes, right side.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action. It's Wilson.
This to the outside for Mack.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This a give to Mack running to the right. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
That's taken in by Ferkser. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
He's 14, got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off at the 16. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going up top. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pin. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
On play action, they'll throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Throw left side, complete to Ross, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That escapes the sack. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Graham on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who really have
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.